Hi everybody, Tutorials by E here, and today I'm going to show you how to make some cool spring room decor. So I'm going to show you how to make these flowers and butterflies. And all you'll need is tissue paper and pipe cleaners. And you can use them for a lot of different things. I used mine to decorate a garland on my bulletin board, but you can also just put them in different places around your room. So let's get started. So first let's make the butterfly. For this project, you're going to need a strip of tissue paper. I chose pink, and it needs to be a little ways across. However far across will determine how big it will be, I guess you could say. So like how far apart the wings will be. So like for this one's smaller, and this one, I made a little bit too big I think, but that one has a way bigger one because I used a thicker strip. So the first thing you're going to want to do is accordion fold it. So just fold it up about that much, if you can see, and then fold it down the same amount so that the edges match up, and then fold it up, flip it over, and fold it down. And you're going to do this all the way down the piece. So you have something kind of like this. So now you're going to want to take your finger and grab the end of it and kind of pull down. You want to hold it in the middle with your left hand and kind of spread out the wings a little bit with the right hand. Then you want to pinch down in the middle with your right hand and do the same thing to the other side with your left hand. Just so that the wings are a little bit more spread out. Now you're going to want to take your pipe cleaner. I cut mine into a smaller piece and lay it on the back so that there's a part sticking up and down. Take the part on the bottom and wrap it around like that, and then cross it behind the other one. So basically you've just looped it around the middle and twisted it with this side. It's okay if they aren't perfectly even right now, we'll fix that in a minute. Now I'm just going to cut the end off of mine so it's about that long. And you can leave it straight or you can curl it down. That's what I'm going to do to match my other ones. And curl that one down. And now I'm just going to fluff out the wings a little bit more. And that's how you make the butterfly. So here I have made some more. I'm going to have 6 butterflies and 6 flowers. So one more tiny one, so I have my 6 butterflies, and now let's work on the flowers. So for this one you're going to need like 4 or 5 maybe pieces of tissue paper. I have them in different colors, although the yellow and the green look pretty alike, and they need to be cut into pretty big rectangles or squares, and just stack those on top of each other. Like that. Find kind of where the middle is and fold it just about in half, because you're just going to make a little cut in the middle. So now that it's in half, I'm just going to make a tiny little cut, just tiny. And I'm opening it back up, and I want to keep all these layers together, and I don't want them to separate. So now what I want to do is make the center of the flower. So I'm going to cut my pipe cleaner in half, bend this other end down, and bend the top sort of like that, and then bend it down. That way I have the center of my flower, like so. And now we're going to take these 2 ends and we're going to stick them through the little hole that we made. Be really careful while doing this and try not to tear your tissue paper too much. Once it's in, you can kind of adjust the center of the flower and flip it over the back. I'm just going to cut my ends shorter and flip that side over like that. And now the center of your flower is done. So now is probably the most difficult part. You're going to want to cut the petals. So I like to cut in a little ways, and then I'm going to just cut the first petal. They're not going to be able to be completely perfect, but that's okay with this one. Whenever we kind of fluff them out, it'll look alright. I usually like my flowers to have about 5 petals, but however many petals you have is totally up to you. And there's my last one, and this last one usually gets a little bit smaller, like that, but that's totally fine because we'll fix that in a minute. Now I realized that my flower was a little bit too small for the bottom of the pipe cleaner, so I'm just bending those back, like that. Now, be really careful with this, but you're going to want to take the top layer and just slide it over a little bit. Just a little bit. That way it's kind of like that. And then you're going to want to take the bottom couple layers and twist them over a little bit. So basically you're twisting the layers so that they're all kind of staggered, and it makes the flower look more full and unique. So then you have a flower that looks like that. And that is how you make the flowers. And I also made 5 other flowers. And so that's how you make the butterfly and the flower. And now I'll show you how I hung them up. So first I got a piece of twine and I laid it across the top of my bulletin board, and then I added on the butterflies and the flowers. And that's just about all there is to it. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and like and comment, and I'll be back again next Friday. Bye!